Hey everyone, welcome to Genesis Reflections. I'm Dina Walls. Today, we're diving into some of the oldest stories ever told, and I promise it's gonna be a wild ride. The book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible, is a foundational text that explores the origins of the world, humanity, and key moral and ethical concepts in Judeo-Christian thought. Its stories, ranging from creation to the lives of the patriarchs, offer timeless lessons about human nature, responsibility, and our relationship with the world and the divine. Even today, these narratives remain relevant, providing insights and practical guidance for navigating modern challenges. Below, I'll discuss the key themes of Genesis, their relevance to contemporary life, and how we can apply their lessons. Key themes and their modern relevance. 1. Creation and stewardship. Genesis chapters 1 to 2, story. God creates the world in 6 days, rests on the seventh, and gives humans dominion over the earth. Lesson. We are entrusted with caring for the world, suggesting a balance between work, rest, and responsibility. Today, this theme speaks directly to today's environmental crises, like climate change and deforestation. The idea of stewardship encourages us to protect the planet rather than exploit it. It also highlights the value of rest in a fast-paced, burnout-prone society. Think of it as a biblical endorsement for work-life balance. 2. The fall. Consequences of choices. Genesis chapter 3, story. Adam and Eve eat the forbidden fruit, leading to their expulsion from Eden. Lesson. Our actions have consequences, and temptation can lead us away from what's right. Today, in an era of instant gratification and ethical dilemmas, whether it's cutting corners at work or ignoring personal values, this story is a reminder to consider the long-term impact of our decisions. It's a caution against acting impulsively and a call to align our choices with integrity. 3. Cain and Abel. Jealousy and responsibility. Genesis chapter 4, story. Cain kills his brother Abel out of jealousy and denies accountability when questioned. Lesson. Envy can destroy relationships, and we must own up to our actions. Today, social media amplifies comparison and jealousy, making this story strikingly relevant. It urges us to manage negative emotions constructively and take responsibility for our behavior, rather than deflecting blame. 4. Noah's Ark. Judgment and renewal. Genesis chapters 6 to 9, story. God floods the earth to cleanse it of corruption but spares Noah, his family, and the animals. Lesson. Sometimes, a fresh start is necessary after things go wrong, and renewal follows accountability. Today, this applies to personal growth, e.g., overcoming a setback, and societal reform, e.g., addressing systemic issues. It also ties to environmental stewardship. Our actions affect the world, and we have a chance to rebuild responsibly after crises. 5. Tower of Babel. Humility and ambition. Genesis chapter 11, story. Humans build a tower to reach heaven, but God scatters them and confuses their languages. Lesson. Unchecked ambition can lead to division and failure, emphasizing the need for humility. Today, with rapid advancements in technology, like AI or space exploration, this story warns us to temper ambition with ethical considerations. It's a reminder to pursue progress thoughtfully, ensuring it benefits rather than divides humanity. 6. Abraham and Isaac. Faith and trust. Genesis chapter 22, story. God tests Abraham by asking him to sacrifice Isaac, then intervenes at the last moment. Lesson. Faith involves trusting in something greater, even amid uncertainty or sacrifice. Today, this can resonate in moments of personal crisis, whether it's a health scare or a tough career choice, encouraging us to trust that challenges have purpose. It's less about blind obedience and more about finding strength in hope. How to apply Genesis lessons today. Genesis isn't just a collection of ancient tales, it's a practical guide for living well. Here's how we can put its wisdom into action. Reflect on choices. Before acting, ask, what are the consequences, or, does this reflect my values? This mirrors Adam and Eve's lesson and fosters mindful decision-making. Combat envy with gratitude. When jealousy creeps in, like Cain's, list 3 things you're thankful for. It shifts your perspective and builds healthier relationships. Care for the earth. Small steps, like reducing waste, conserving energy, or supporting sustainability, honor the stewardship from the creation story. Embrace renewal. After a failure or tough time, take inspiration from Noah and start anew. Break a bad habit or mend a strained friendship, reset with purpose. Balance ambition. Pursue goals but stay humble. Ask, am I doing this for ego or for good? This keeps the Tower of Babel's warning in mind. Trust through uncertainty. In hard times, lean on faith, whether in a higher power, yourself, or life's process, like Abraham did. It builds resilience. Why Genesis still matters. Genesis remains relevant because it captures universal human experiences, temptation, rivalry, ambition, and the search for meaning. These stories act as a mirror, reflecting our struggles and strengths across millennia. Whether you approach it as a religious text, a moral framework, or a cultural artifact, its lessons offer clarity in a complex world. In essence, Genesis is like a timeless compass. Its directions don't change, even as the landscape of life does. By engaging with its stories, we can make better choices, foster stronger connections, and live with greater purpose today. Alright, folks, that's it for today's deep dive into Genesis. Thanks for tuning in to Genesis Reflections. I'm Dina Walls, and I'll catch you next time for more stories and insights. Stay curious.